Morning, it's Vijay here. Today is Wednesday, 15th April 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today is going to be a very exciting day, I suspect, which is somewhat uh, just anticlimax to what happened yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days really things, went haywire for the Bears, and the Bulls really capitalized on it by opening with a big gap, and the gap sustained. I start off by saying April is the cruelest month, taking a cue from T.S. Eliot's famous saying. And what he talks about is April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. Basically, he's lamenting the new dawn after World War One, and which laid waste to a lot of countries. A lot of soldiers died. It is called the Great War before the Second World War actually overtook it in terms of casualties. But people still remember the Great War. So soon after the war, there are a lot of hope, but it was also a very cruel month because while the spring was there were also a lot of things to get worried, a lot of dead, destruction. Same thing is what Trump is doing. So April is the cruelest month. April 2025 is the cruelest month in T.S. Eliot's fashion, where Trump has gone berserk. But yet, it brings us hope. It brings us good memory of what happened in the past. Sanctions in 2018 or any other time when markets collapsed, but then they went back to better numbers. I've been bullish. I continue to be bullish. So it is for me, it is mixing desire and stirring dull roots with spring rain. For me, it is spring rain. I think the markets will have spring rain. Of course, we had a fantastic day yesterday, but if you look at Gift Nifty, it talks of a big gap down opening. I had mentioned it in one clubhouse session yesterday that we may see a gap down opening in Nifty because Nifty was being sold through the day from 12:30 in the afternoon, whereas Bank Nifty was very, very strong. We will soon talk about why it could have been strong yesterday at the close. Of course, Bank Nifty did not go into negative or anything, but it is just that it moved away from its day's highs. It gave an indication that profit booking was the norm yesterday across many stocks. So why was the market so strong? Probably because FIS came in plenty, 6,000 crore plus, one of the highest numbers in the recent past, without any aid of any FTSE rebalancing or Morgan Stanley rebalancing. So pure investment-oriented decisions by FIIs, 6,065 crores. DIs sold because DIs invariably will sell to FIIs if FIIs are buying in plenty. So of course, DIs was only about less than 2,000 crores. The advanced declines yesterday were 4:1 in favor of the bulls, which is quite good, I would say. So I was harping on two dates for the last 45 days. I was talking about April 15th and August 15th. So people used to ask me why April 15th and why August 15th. I have explained it here. The main reason is that the waning effects of Trump's tariffs were scheduled on April 2nd. So I knew by April 15th, things would have come into, much would have become much clearer. So that's what we are right now. There are no, whatever Trump is doing now, the market is not reacting in that manner, which it reacted, say, last week when the Nifty fell down about 700 points, close 700 points. Actually, it fell close to about more than that. So that is the waning effect of April 15th. RBI policy, I was expecting that there will be a rate cut, and it has happened. I was a little disappointed because I expected 50 basis point, but incrementalism is the mantra of this government and of the institutions. So they came up with only a 25 basis point cut. I think now RBI is geared up for a 50 basis point cut for the next session whenever they meet. That's, I think, 2 months later. May, I think it is. So RBI policy, if the next RBI policy should have a 50 basis point cut. Why? Because inflation has collapsed. People are talking 4%, 5% now, 4% to the target. Now we're talking of below 3.5%, which has beaten all expectations. We discussed here that inflation will fall because the base effect is very high last year. So comparison, inflation will fall, and monsoons are likely to be good based on the Australian observatory, which comes in about around February. So I was very confident monsoon readings will be good. Yesterday, the Met Department talks of 105% increase in, 105% increase in monsoon rain this time. So, which means we'll have good monsoon, which means food inflation will be down, which means inflation won't go up, which means RBI can reduce rates further in a big manner. And then I was talking about the final one was corporate results. Corporate results are coming in thick and fast from beginning, this week, and they seem to be good because HDFC came up with some good numbers in terms of their quarter end. They give some guidance, so that guidance looked good. Bandhan Bank, which was supposed to be under heavy pressure because of microfinance, that has turned out to be good numbers as far as the estimates are concerned from the management. So we have had some good results yesterday, and of course the good results are the results which will come this weekend. HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, all of them should cheer up the markets. So what are the cues this morning? Yesterday's single biggest session gain of since 22 November 2024. IndusInd Bank rose spectacularly. I think that was because insiders knew that the report by the outside agency showed a loss less than what the bank had expected. Mid cap, small cap, micro cap, everything advanced. In fact, small cap and micro cap went up 3%. Realty also did well. Metals did well. I think everything else did well. In fact, 49 out of 50 stocks on the Nifty closed in the green, excepting ITC. Nifty Bank hit this year's high, mainly because of IndusInd Bank and Axis Bank. Axis Bank has been a laggard. Now I think Axis Bank should be the script to watch out for, both for on day-to-day basis as well as on a swing trading basis. PSU banks were a little bit subdued, I would say. Energy also was subdued. Reliance did not really move much, and IT went up, but I think that is only, I would say, with the sentiment rather than anything else. So what is the cue this morning from global markets? S&P slipped, Dow also went down, Nasdaq went down. All of them were trading higher in the first part of the session. They all succumbed to profit booking. So Nasdaq ended flat, and tariff, as I said, fears are easing, markets are stabilizing. But as I mentioned yesterday, one has to look at Japan. Japan index Nifty, not only Nikkei index, which is down today, which is a little bit of a concern. It is the the Japanese yields and the USD Japanese yen, and Japanese yen is strengthening. It's around 142 plus, and if it falls below 140, I think volatility will come back to the markets. Right now, it is okay. It's not bad, but you never know. If it falls below 140, then we are again going to have some volatility. So when Eliot says, T.S. Eliot, not the Eliot Way fellow, this is the poet and author T.S. Eliot. He says April is the cruelest month. I think we will certainly have some more shocks. It is not going to be smooth sailing. We will have disappointments in terms of results, especially in FMCG, IT. I think will be quite disappointing. So Trump, he's now talking of putting tariffs on drug prices, and then gold has made another new high, all-time high today. We hold the gold in our portfolios. Brent crude is flat, and dollar is now comfortably trading below 100. So in the interim, see, when again, the good thing is, if you look at this Nifty Financial Services Index, it yesterday made an all-time high. So while there is a lot of fight between the bulls and bears, and people thinking Nifty will go down or Bank Nifty will go up, here coolly and quietly, Nifty Financial Services made an all-time high. So that is the good part. So today, what are the stocks to watch out for? Yesterday, IndusInd Bank went up, and I think it may go up today. Please note, I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm not advising anything. I'm just looking at the facts and presenting it as is. ICICI Pru Life came up with good results, and Oil India also, some news-based thing is there. Negative, ICICI Lombard was not so great. MGL, IGL, and Total Gas will, because there's a reduction. in allocation, so there may be some pressure there. Again, on the positive part, you have NHPC. They have declared a commercial operation for the Unit 4, and Irida, which has come with very good results. But Irida may also be under pressure because of the Gensol scam, where Gensol borrowed from Irida and used it to buy flats, used it to buy golf clubs, and they just splurged money. So that SEBI has come up with strictures against Gensol promoters. So Irida may be actually under pressure, even though they reported very, very good results. So all in all I can say is that today will be volatile, could be a downside, but the place to go will be Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty will continue to go up, in my opinion. Nifty has got a lot of components which can trouble if it's upward rise, but still, I'm overall bullish on the market. It is going to be a stock-specific market, so I think one can look at stocks which we are again going to go bullish today, as usual. Yesterday was a good day for us. It was a free day, and our people who joined me on the Telegram group would have seen the trades which I did. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. I'm just showing what is my strategy and how I go about doing it. And it worked out well, thanks to God and a little bit of luck. So let's see whether our luck will hold out today as far as intraday trading is concerned. But as far as settlement, as far as swing and long term, 3 months, I think it should be an upward trend with punctuated with some volatility, with some down days, maybe today also. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.